One coming in from the Philippines, giving up for ruthless Mark Alcala.
Upload ako sa YouTube yun. Gawa ka naman.
Ano pangalan? Ano nakapag-decide?
Mark lang.
Mark!
Dito mo ginawa kami.
Ano sa mga yun?
Ano dito? Ito ginawa.
Kalimutan ko.
Dapat screenshot mo yun.
Pagani?
Kung nakagawa, screenshot mo yun. Sobra yun eh. Mahaba yan. Ang in-upload nila yung ano mo, yung in-upload na sa YouTube, yung highlights mo. Pero brown yun.
Dapat hindi mo ba alam mo na in-upload din sa Facebook?
Saan?
Yung mga laban mo
Ganun naman din yun. Hindi naman ang parang naman yung YouTube. Sa Facebook.
sa Facebook na sa mananaw, di na sila mag-subscribe.
Hindi naman alam yun.
His opponent from Team Lakay in Baguio City, the Philippines, giving up for the juggernaut, Jeremy Pacatiw!
Yung pala, mga kalaban niya yun, sinaglit na
Jeremy, the juggernaut Pacatiw, making his way to the cage. Is it fair to call him a veteran of Brave Combat Federation? Because this is his 8th fight inside the Brave Arena at only 22 years of age, Kieran.
This man is a record-breaking Brave fighter.
Coming off, quite possibly, what could be described as a Fight of the Year candidate in 2018 when he beat Ilumi Kareem in Pakistan by unanimous decision. That's the kind of fight that Jeremy Pacatiw seems to consistently find himself in. He does not do boring fights. He gets in and just throws down for the benefit, the pleasure, the entertainment of everybody sitting in the arena who are usually on their feet by the time we're finished.
And that is characteristic of the great Team Lakay that we revere so very much. Quick shout out to our travel partner, Dream World. Dream World Brave Combat Federation does appreciate you as our travel partner.
Jeremy Pacatiw looking to extend his winning streak in Brave Combat Federation to 3 with this win. Coming off the back of wins over Ilumi Kareem, as we've alluded to, and Keith Lee. Made his Brave debut all the way back at Brave 2. A real mainstay of the organisation. And somebody who's really starting to find his feet. Jeremy Pacatiw slightly taller.
This next epic bout is 3 5-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 6 wins and 1 loss. He stands 168 centimeters tall and weighs already 61.2 kilograms. Representing Boss Conqueror MMA and fighting out of the Philippines, giving up for ruthless Mark Alcala. And his opponent, fighting out of the this man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 8 wins and 3 losses. 172 centimeters tall and weighs already 63.7 kilograms. Representing Team Lakay and fighting out of Baguio City, the Philippines. Give it up for the Juggernaut, Jeremy Pacatiw. Your referee is Tomas Bronder.
Phil, this is mixed martial arts. This is inherently a dangerous sport. I'd like to thank our medical partner, the Medical City, for keeping all of our great fighters safe.
Yeah, fighter safety is paramount right here at Brave Combat Federation. Referee Thomas Bronder gets us underway.
Start.
They're just finding their feet. Jeremy Pacatiw happy to stay on the outside. Alcoba taking the center of the cage. Great kick coming up from the Juggernaut. For a 22-year-old man to be so calm at the highest level of professional mixed martial arts is incredibly impressive, Kerry.
It is incredibly impressive, and he is a Filipino fighter.
Beautiful leg kicks. There's that push kick which has been popularized by the likes of John Jones in international mixed martial arts.
It's pretty shortly going to be followed up with a head kick.
I think he's going to go low a couple of times and go high, Kerry.
I do indeed.
Oh, big overhand. Mark Alcoba just letting Jeremy Pacatiw know that he's dangerous in this fight. Good head movement from Jeremy Pacatiw to evade.
Pacatiw is one cool customer.
He's really crashing that inside leg kick, isn't he? That inside leg kick, of course, there against the southpaw fighter Mark Alcoba. Could really take the pop out of the lead leg, which then begins to affect things like your ability to strike, your ability to take somebody down, because so much of mixed martial arts is predicated off your lead leg.
Part of the training in Wushu is turning those shins into a cricket bat, or if you prefer, a baseball bat.
Constant movement from Jeremy Pacatiw. He's never staying in front of Mark Alcoba for too long. And on the takedown, he's wary of the guillotine, but lands inside control.
Gaan-gaan mo pa naman dyan. Tapos si Jeremy hindi nagawas ng timbang.
To see a takedown and a guard pass attempt at the same time. Ended up in top half guard, but not closed guard. Beautiful technique from the Juggernaut.
Just steps right over. But fair play to Mark Alcoba. He's trying to follow the hips as best he can, but Jeremy Pacatiw settles into half guard. Let's see what he can do from here.
That guard is passed now.
Looks to step over the head and perhaps to set up a Kimura. Good transitioning the armbar into the north-south position right now.
I love these Filipino fighters striking from bottom. Just being warned not to hit the back of the head.
Okay mo lang
Brave
sinabi.
Nation, there's an area about the side of a cell phone that runs from the top of your head down your spine and cannot be struck.
And I think that was intelligent work from Jeremy Pacatiw. He intentionally turned his head away to expose the back of his head so that any strike would land on the back. So a little bit of veteran savvy from the 22-year-old.
Deep veteran savvy from 22-year-old, and he knew the punch coming from the bottom wasn't going to be enough to jangle him.
Great use of jangle by the way, Kerry. Genuinely fantastic. Maybe trying to set up the Kimura as we've alluded to, or perhaps
a leg lock.
we've already had one knee bar tonight.
We have. I would not be shocked if he dove on a leg. Nope, he's going for the arc. He's going for the head scissor. He's going for the head scissor.
He's taking the head scissor.
He's looking to put his opponent out with the legs.
Has he got enough in his legs? And if he does not get the leg scissor, he also has the arm. But great scramble.
Fighter is out and down on his back again. What a scramble.
That has to be so demoralizing when you feel like you've got enough space to get out and you see the tiniest bit of daylight. But Jeremy Pacatiw played the role of the darkness right there and just blanketed Mark Alcoba.
And Pacatiw is right back on the job, trying to set up the next submission attempt. Could be the arm, could be another head scissor. He might even go diving for that leg.
I like the slow, methodical pressure that he's using. He's not just, he's taking position before submission. He's not just diving on a submission and perhaps giving up his position. Very intelligent mixed martial arts. Just transitions with the hips.
I can say honestly,
Knee on belly.
yeah, and mount.
He may take the arm to the arm bar, or a head-on triangle perhaps.
Transition to the back.
Big
Heavy
shots.
on the hips now.
This could be it.
Heavy shots coming down.
Kuba trying to do the right thing just by grabbing a hold on Jeremy Pacatiw. Jeremy Pacatiw, beautiful base off elbow. And again,
And another one.
just uses the hand to frame against the head and crash that elbow in. Big finish from Jeremy Pacatiw in the first round.
Those elbows can cause fight-ending cuts in a split second.
Split second.
What a round, Phil.
That was absolutely fantastic. We've seen Jeremy Pacatiw going in there, fighting in front of his countrymen and women. So calm, so chilled out. Goes in and just does work straight away. Nice and loose, works to a beautiful double leg takedown. Flares the legs and lands inside control dominantly.
They train so hard in Team Lakai that fighting in the cage is easy.
And here we see the head scissor that Jeremy Pacatiw was attempting, but all the while he maintained control. There's Mark Alcoba thinking, yeah, that's it, I'm stood up, and straight away Jeremy Pacatiw puts him back down, finishes the round so strong, takes the back, grapevines, and lands some heavy ground and pound from the back. Very dominant round from Jeremy Pacatiw. I think his coaches in the corner are going to be saying to him, Jeremy, give us more of the same there.
That would be my advice, word for word. Son, do it again. Cage door locked. Round two. Touch your hand.
Round 2 starts.
Say, I'm really digging the custom of the announcer calling the round as well. Kind of feels like Mortal Kombat. Good head move up to Jeremy Pacatiw, changes levels. Double head kick. And on a double, switches to the single. Beautiful hips from Jeremy Pacatiw.
This really is a thing of beauty. Head movement, drawing the opponent in, level change, down, flaring the legs, passing guard on the ground. We're right back to where we were.
Transitions beautifully into side control, and again, slow, methodical pressure.
And again, an illegal elbow to the back of the head.
Needs to get the hips just a tiny bit lower to put a bit more pressure. They take the arm here. That's Nakamura. What I'd like to see him is dig his elbow into the ribcage.
And he's looking for the head scissor. There's the head scissor. There it is.
He may take the arm as well.
The knees are positioned only about a half inch from where they need to be to put the opponent out very, very quickly.
It's a very rarely seen submission in mixed martial arts, Kurt.
It does have to be that the center of the knees have to be directly on the carotid artery. Otherwise, it's miserable, but you don't go to sleep.
Back into north-south position here for Jeremy Pacatiw.
Interesting to see if Jeremy Pacatiw goes to side control and then mount, or if he's content to stay in north-south and try and pick an arm. It looks like he may be trying to take an arm home with him, throw some elbows along the way. Gotta be careful with those knees near the back of the head.
Thought about it momentarily.
Intelligently decided not to.
Right back into side control, showing just how dominant a ground specialist he is. Mark Alcoba trying to do the right thing with the underhook. Gives up the back. Both hooks in.
Here comes the hip pressure.
Right, yes.
Here comes that hip pressure.
Beautiful flattening out by Jeremy Pacatiw. Dig one arm underneath the chin of Mark Alcoba.
Second hook is in. Submission attempt may not be far away.
The bicep may switch to parallel back. This control from Jeremy Pacatiw.
Pacatiw looking a little high. He's got confidence in his. He's got big confidence in his hips. Big confidence in his
Shot for the
position.
arm bar.
Out the back door, looking for the arm.
It's the right thing to keep the pressure and snagging. But what relentless wrestling from Jeremy Pacatiw. Grabs the leg, straight back into the position.
Alcoba has got to be heartbroken at this point.
Just bench presses Jeremy Pacatiw up.
Here comes the arm and guillotine attempt. Front head looking for the back. Alcoba still in this fight.
Jeremy Pacatiw perhaps got a little bit restless, trying to take a little bit careless, trying to take the back there. But again, in on that single from off his back. Grabs the single leg. Wrestle, young man, wrestle.
Let no one say that Team Lakai fighters are only strikers. This is beautiful wrestling we're seeing.
Some of this great ground control might be attributable to the amount of time and training he gets in with our bantamweight champion. We will see later tonight, Stefan Logan, himself a fantastic ground specialist. Knee on belly here. Alcoba continues to turn that way. May give up the back.
Tingin nga.
But it seems that Jeremy Pacatiw has an answer for every question that Mark Alcoba is asking of him.
It does, but Alcoba is still showing admirable strength. Pacatiw has an answer for everything Mark does, but he is still in this fight. This is mixed martial arts. Things can turn around in a second. Brave Nation, you're seeing excellent refereeing as usual. You are not allowed to put your toes into the fence. You can put your foot against the fence, but you can't stick your toes into it.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Brave Nation, if you're enjoying this fight as much as myself and Carrick Janice, use the hashtag BraveCF22 on all social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Let us know if you're enjoying the fights. Let us know what you think's going on. Join the conversation. Be part of the Brave Nation. Dominant position of finishing off the round here from Jeremy Pacatiw.
Another great round for the Team Lakai exponent.
Let's recap a little bit of the action. Switch head kick from Jeremy Pacatiw, showing that he does have a diverse arsenal and array of mixed martial arts attacks. Goes straight in, realizes that he wasn't in on the double leg, transitions straight away to the single leg. And we just see the repertoire of ground skills that Jeremy Pacatiw has here. Looked like he was in a less than favourable position, but then off his back, switches the hips, grabs the single leg and just charges with it. Jerry, what do you think Mark Alcoba's corner will be saying to him in between rounds when we get into it?
What they're going to be doing is trying to make sure his spirit stays strong. This is mixed martial arts. You can turn around the fight at any point, but you can't do it if your heart is broken, if your will is broken. So they're going to speak to him. They're going to talk about one thing he did right, one thing he did wrong, trying to get him to avoid the wrong one, stick with the right one, and hopefully get an opportunity to win this.
Leading into the third and final round, I think it's fair to say that Mark Alcoba will need a finish if he is to salvage anything like this fight. That's that single again from Jeremy Pacatiw. Looks for the trip double. Get a side control from Jeremy Pacatiw.
I want to say quickly, Mark is a terrific fighter. You are not seeing a bad fighter here, you're seeing a terrific fighter. But Jeremy Pacatiw has achieved so much international competition through Brave Combat Federation that right now I don't think he can be beat.
I think it's an illustration of just how good Jeremy Pacatiw is, that he's able to do this to somebody like Mark Alcoba. See the work rate being up just a little bit from Jeremy Pacatiw. I'm getting the feeling that he might want a finish in this fight. Transitions into the mount.
I do believe he would like to give his legions of fans here. Absolutely, he would like to give them a finish.
I'd like to see him land that 3-month elbow he landed earlier.
Landed it twice straight down the center.
That was beautiful.
He may be throwing these looping shots as a diversion to set that one up.
So, something up here, yeah. Grip line the legs. Just has his feet connected, not entirely behind the legs, just establishing a position of ease. Grabbing the wrist. Potentially set up a head-on triangle here if he slips his head to the side and isolates an arm.
I really would like to see Mark Chung escape this mount. At this point, without a shrimp, without hits, without a body lock, without a backdoor escape, with just turning over it.
He's giving up the bag, but it's again, it's like we've alluded to in earlier fights. It's kind of a pick the poison scenario here.
It is, and now there's a figure 4 in the body.
And every time UX feel when we're in that body triangle, it gets a little bit tighter.
His miserable situation just got even more miserable, and he's still trying to strike. I love this fighter.
Pacatiw just maintaining that level of control, switches back into the hooks end instead of the body triangle. Racing out, landing strikes. As you said, the intention of the strikes, these strikes aren't knockdown strikes, but what they may do is change the head position of Mark Alcoba, giving Jeremy Pacatiw perhaps a little bit of space to sneak in and run.
And then no one ever doubt the will and the strength and the heart of Mark Alcoba. He is still in this fight 100%.
Definitely. As we've said many times, it only takes one move, it only takes something to change, a switch of something.
There it is, that arm set up. Was denied. Mark now finds himself on. No! It's gone! It's over!
Get away! Wow! Jeremy Pacatiw with the biggest win of his career in the Philippines, in front of his countrymen, with a devastating armbar. What an illustration of dominance from the one and the only Jeremy the Juggernaut Pacatiw.
Once again, Team Lakai showing they can do everything.
Kumot ka, malagyan yung bagong bambu yan. Malagyan yung kumot. Balitan mo ito. Pinalagyan ko ko. Huh? Ano na? Pinalagyan mo ba yun? Dugay sa mga makan. Dugay.
Let's just get a quick look at that finish one more time. Transitions from the back, bides his time. Hits the armbar. Beautiful work from Jeremy Pacatiw. Just extends the hips, and it was on straight away. We can see that elicits the tap almost instantly. Fantastic work from Jeremy Pacatiw.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up in this epic battle of two great Filipino warriors. This bout comes to an end at 3 minutes and 6 seconds of the third round. Your winner by armbar, the Juggernaut, Jeremy Pacatiw!
Jeremy, it looks like you're in the ring, you're in the cage fighting on your own. But you know, I know, you had a whole team behind you. You had a whole team in the Brave cage with you. You proudly wear the red of Team Lakai. After that has